Welcome back to the AXS TV presentation of Gotham Comedy Live. More laughs happening right now.
All right, we are back. We're back. Are you guys ready to get this thing going? You know him from Me, Myself, and Irene, and he's also been on Sex and the City. Let's give it up for Kevin Flynn, everybody. Kevin Flynn. Robert Kelly. Yeah. Robert Kelly. And those are my credits. He gave you my credits, and they're pretty good credits. And then I walk up here, and you're like, I have no idea who this guy is. I don't know who you are either, so we're even. Robert Kelly, now Kevin Flynn. This is the Irish Catholic portion of the show. That's a shout out. Comics always give a shout out when they come up on stage, right? Like if you'll notice that, like the black comics come up, be like, "We're the brothers in the house," and all the brothers like, "Brothers, woo, 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 woo." Latino comics come up, they're like, "We're the Latinos in the house." Latinos like, "Latinos, Like I can never do that, you know. I can never walk up on stage and be like, "We're all the white people in the house." All the white people would be like, "Shut up." We're all the white people. What is this, a Klan meeting? Relax. It's America, though. We're everything, right? That's the beauty of America. I actually coach a soccer team here in the city, a volunteer for a soccer team, young kids. 24 students, right, on this team. So I have 24 kids on the team, right? And I try to memorize all their names, which is difficult. But I have all of them down except for 2 kids. And the problem is, both of the kids happen to be Asian, right? So I'm calling the wrong Asian kid the wrong Asian name. And the harder I try, the more I screw it up, you know, and vice versa. And it's horrible. And so I feel like I'm doing some sort of racist thing. So finally I did it again. And so I said to my assistant coach, Ellis, who's black, I said, "Ellis, I just did it again. I called the wrong Asian kid the wrong Asian name. And I feel horrible about it." And he looked at me and he said, "Hey, look, man, I'm not Ellis." I was like, "Oh, wow, all right." I gotta work on that. But it's hard to follow soccer in the US, isn't it? The best way to follow soccer here in the States is to talk to your cab driver. It's the truth. I always get in a cab and I look at the guy's name and I start to talk soccer with wherever he's from, right? And it's always like a great conversation. You get in a cab with like some guy, he's like, "I'm from Bulgaria. I am a chemical engineer and a concert pianist." It's like, wow. God, Bulgarians get up early, man. So I get in a cab about, 2 or 3 weeks ago here in New York City. It's snowing out, right? And I get in the cab. I look at the guy's name, last name first name last. God's honest truth. His name is Fofana Bana. I'm serious. So I did the same thing any one of you would have done. I look at him in the rearview mirror and I go, "Hey, Bana, Fofana, Fana, Bana." Right? He looks at me and goes, "Why does everyone sing me that song?" I go, "Bana, nobody told you?" So that's like having the name Happy Birthday, you know? Like you're walking around at Bennigan's. "Why is everybody singing my name? This is weird." So I'm with Bana, right? In the cab, we start to talk, and he's telling me that he's been in this country for 2 weeks, driving a cab around New York City. Now, first of all, I'm thinking, this is great. I'm the grandchild of immigrants, you know, it's an immigrant story. And then I'm thinking, oh my God, it's the first time Bana's ever seen snow. Right? And as soon as I think that, the cab goes. Bana's screaming, he's like, "Oh my God!" I'm in the back, I'm like, "You want to turn the meter off, Bana?" Oh my God. $36, we've gone 2 blocks. So the cab spins, does a huge spin, slams up against the curb, stalls. Bana goes, "I no drive." I go, "Bana, I have to go to another show." He goes, "No, I no drive." I go, "Please, I've got to go to a show." He goes, "No." I go, "Bana, I'll drive." Bana goes, "Okay." This is the truth, here in New York City. So I get in the driver's seat, right? And he gets in the back, and off we go to the show. And we're driving and we're talking, and Bana's telling me about his life, you know, and I'm talking to him. And his life is like, he escaped famine and civil war, and I'm like just trying to keep up. I'm like, I went to Catholic school. I was in the taxi thing, but that was a couple minutes ago. That's all I got, Bana. So we pull up to the curb, to the place I'm going, right? And all my friends are out in the front of the club. You know, they're all out there. I get out of the driver's seat. Banner gets out of the back. I pay him. My friends are watching. They're like, what the hell was that? I go, that's America, my friends. That's what that is. So Banner, his big thing was he was talking about football, American football. He'd seen 2 football games, and he didn't understand it. So imagine watching a football game for the first time, not knowing the rules or anything. He's like, I don't get it. I don't like that game. I don't get it. I'm like, what don't you get? He goes, I don't get it. I don't like it. I go, well, tell me, what don't you get? He goes, okay, this is what I see. And he starts to explain American football. He goes, this is what I see. I see a bunch of big, huge guys, right? Standing around in a circle, looking at each other going, what do you want to do? I don't know, what do you want to do? I don't know, what do you want to do? Then these guys come up with this big secret plan, right? And then these big, huge guys, they walk up slowly, make 2 big lines, and then one guy takes the ball and runs right into the pile. I'm like, that's the best you could come up with? That was your big secret plan? Then they slowly walk back to the circle, look at each other and go, okay, that didn't work. What do you want to do? It's a good point, Banner.